gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Sandy VCAL PD presents the Sports Corner Podcast.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is a 2Sweet podcast, and today we'll go through some news, reviews, and rumors.
Crown McMahon Jewel. That's what I'm going to call the pay-per-view because it's McMahon. I am sick and tired of the McMahons winning every goddamn thing.
It was an atrocious pay-per-view. Yes, I'm with you. But today is our final podcast of 2018. And from the bottom of my heart, people, we thank you so much for this.
Thank you very, very much.
And tonight is stacked with reviews. And maybe I've got, and actually, I actually don't have any rumors. So there's no rumor mill. There's no rumor mill this week.
That doesn't matter. But guys, we're going to go with the Crown Jewel results. Then we're going to go with our Survivor Series predictions.
And I'm going to be going over New Japan Pro Wrestling's Power Struggle.
Then the greatest show in history, Monday Night Roman. Then Tuesday Night
SmackDown Live.
AJ Styles' house.
Yep. Damn right. So we're going to go through Crown Jewel first. And the pre-show match, Nakamura and Rusev, it's pretty good. Better than the whole card itself, other than Joe and Styles and DX and Brothers Destruction, which did an alright job, I must say. Shawn Michaels carried the rest of the match, and Triple H hurt his shoulder during the match.
I'm very surprised Shawn Michaels still has it.
At his age, at 50, he can still go. I can't handle him bald, but still, I really like Shawn Michaels. Okay, so let's go through the whole show. So the show opened up with, well, let me tell you something, brother. Hulk Hogan returning.
We said this. I said this. I remember on the rumor mill.
Yeah, you said that.
Week.
You did, mate. I was here. I witnessed it.
Well, let me tell you something, brothers. Crown Jewel, we're going to be kicking you in the Crown Jewels.
Bloody amazing, mate.
It's not Crown Jewel. It's Crown McMahon.
Well, Crown Fools. Though, anyways, the first four matches, the World Cup quarterfinals, Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton.
Wrong. Should have had Randy to win.
Yeah, Randy Orton should have won, but it was a 5-minute match. A 5-minute match doesn't deserve anything. The Miz and Jeff Hardy. I was surprised with this one.
Yes, they're pushing the Miz, man.
Yep.
They are pushing the Miz.
It's Miz's time. It's Miz's time.
Now, I'm really angry. Now, I'm very angry. Now, I wanted Seth Rollins to win, yeah.
Though you predicted Bobby Lashley last week, yeah. Yeah, Brandon predicted as well. Though it was a 5-minute and 30-second match.
Yeah.
This doesn't get anything.
Yeah, if you heard what JD said Lashley is now gone. After what they just did to him.
Well, damn right he's gone. He's been dead ever since he came back.
Move him to SmackDown. Make him heel.
Move everyone to SmackDown.
Yeah.
They're all dying there. All right. So next was Dolph Ziggler and Kurt Angle, which was also fine and it's all right.
That was a good match.
But Kurt Angle was so slow in that match. So slow.
Yeah, he's horrible. Now.
Yeah. And Dolph Ziggler, he won that match.
Yeah.
Now the Bar versus the New Day, and it was another fine match. I didn't mind the Bar and the New Day. They gel so well together in the ring.
You know who gels well together in the ring? The New Day and Usos, man.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I'm talking about that match on SmackDown Live yesterday. That was
a
amazing.
really good match. Yeah, we will go over that for the SmackDown review. And the Bar coming out with an Aladdin-like carpet. That was intriguing. Like, it was a alright move. It was an alright thing. Though anyways, the Bar wins. Thank you. The Miz versus Rey Mysterio.
And the Miz won. I was very shocked.
These were two of the best matches of the World Cup.
I think Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins was the best match.
Damn right. There were two of the best matches, but Ziggler and Rollins stood out as the best match in the World Cup. Though The Miz and Rey Mysterio was interesting, really. I didn't mind the match. It was an 11-minute match. Oh yeah, and the Bar the New Day. We gotta rate that. 3.5. A 3.5.
3.2 for me.
All right, and The Miz and Mysterio gets a 3.
Miz and Mysterio, yeah, 3. Yeah.
All right,
Rollins and Ziggler gets a 4.
4.
I
Definitely.
love that match.
Yep. Joe and Styles for the World Heavyweight title.
Good match, but too short.
Yeah, it just ended up in a surprising kind of way. Like, it was just a phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3. That was it.
As I said, Styles was gonna win.
Yeah, Styles was gonna win, but this should have gone for like a 20-minute match.
I'm getting told that Styles, they are wanting. Well, actually, no, they don't. And by the way, sorry. Let me cut this out. This has nothing to do with Styles. But how the hell did I have Rey Mysterio beat Andrade Cien? Anyways, we'll talk about
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the SmackDown review.
But
this
Styles,
this is Crown Fools.
yeah, we don't know who Styles' next opponent is after Survivor Series.
That is true. Yeah, maybe it could be Andrade Cien. Maybe they could be, maybe they could be saving him and then pushing him.
I hope so.
They got to. They have got to do it.
On. Actually, no, we'll talk about it on SmackDown.
Yes, on the SmackDown review. We'll stay there.
Yes.
All right. So Styles and Joe gets a 3.75.
4.
All right. On to one of the shortest World Heavyweight title matches in history.
And the worst match on this goddamn show, except for the final of Crown Jewel.
Thank you. I was just gonna say that.
I don't
Brock
know
Lesnar
how.
and Braun Strowman. They killed Braun Strowman instantly.
I said Brock Lesnar was gonna win. I think, did I?
Yeah, I think you said Brock Lesnar. Oh, wait.
No, yeah, no, wait.
Oh, yeah, go on, Brandon. Go on.
You did.
Okay,
Did
yeah.
I? Well,
Pretty sure you did, yeah.
anyways, if I did say Brock Lesnar, I was right because I thought they were gonna push him with the UFC.
Oh, no,
title,
yeah, you
maybe.
did. I remember exactly what you said. You're like, yeah, and then you said something about the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, I was right. I think.
You were.
Yeah, you were
Lesnar-
right, yeah.
Lesnar defeated Strowman in a horrible match. It should at least be 10 minutes, and Strowman getting a little bit of thing. But I do understand Baron Corbin did attack Strowman, which now they're gonna do Baron Corbin versus
Baron
Braun
Corbin
Strowman.
and Braun Strowman
And
TLC.
now I'm getting told that Lesnar is gonna be feuding with McIntyre.
Hopefully. Because on the rumor said the other week that McIntyre and Strowman were planned for TLC. So maybe that could be a number 1 contenders match, and then the winner faces Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah. And I hope that Claymore goes right to Lesnar's head.
Damn right, brother. All right, so Lesnar and Strowman gets one.
Now.
I am so pissed off. I am so pissed
They have
off.
a McMahon win.
Called the best in the world. If you think best in the world, look at Kenny Omega. Look at AJ Styles.
Look at Kushida Okada.
Yeah, look at Okada. Look at the Young Bucks in the tag team division. Look at Chris Jericho.
Look at Taneshi Tanahashi.
Ooh, yeah. Look at Minoru Suzuki. Yeah, that guy's a beast.
Who's the guy who versed Jericho?
Evil? Or Tetsuya Naito, that's right.
Tetsuya Naito.
Or even look at us.
Yes.
Yeah, we're the best in the world. We're better than Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon shouldn't have beaten Ziggler. Ziggler should have. No, you know what it should have been?
What should it have been?
McIntyre
McIntyre and Ziggler
should
in
have
the fight.
won that match. He should have won the tournament match.
Or why didn't they just bring up a contestant that lost early in the tournament and then have them compete in the finals? Like, why not Randy Orton or Jeff Hardy or Rey Mysterio? But instead, now let's bring up a McMahon. Shane McMahon.
Or they'll have someone return or a new debut like Aleister Black or a nice NXT superstar. No. McMahon.
Shane McMahon.
Now.
It gets minus
1.
3.
-3. Well, I got a -1, and now we go and move on to the 27 goddamn minute match, which I don't care about.
But was fine on its own right.
Yes.
But Shawn Michaels stood as the best part. Simple as that. Now, Triple H, as I just mentioned earlier on the show, injured his shoulder.
Yes, he did.
And there was a Twitter post on the result of the shoulder. Like, it was pure black right here.
Wow.
And they actually mentioned that on Have You Been Paying Attention earlier the week.
Really?
Yeah, on Channel 10.
No,
Nice, Gary. So, anyways, yeah. DX picked up the win. It gets a 2-star. The match overall was sloppy, but Shawn Michaels alone gets a 4.
Yes. Now we go on to our Survivor
Series predictions.
Now, guys, I'm not fond with the women's tag match. I don't like it, and I don't like the participants in the men's match on the SmackDown side. I think they should have added Andrade instead of Rey Mysterio. I think Joe was a good option. Joe was definitely a good option.
Yeah, Joe's easily a good option, yeah.
I don't know why Miz and Brian are co-captains, and I
I don't know why, but honestly, in my eyes, it's pretty intriguing, honestly.
Yes, but what happened at the end of SmackDown? We'll talk about that later. But
Yep. All right, so let me bring up Survivor Series. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so the women's champion versus champion match. Ronda. Smiley Rousey versus Becky Lynch.
Ronda.
Yeah,
Easy,
it's gonna be
hands down.
Ronda. People are saying that Becky Lynch are gonna win it. Don't. People are literally saying this. They think that Becky Lynch is gonna win it, but she isn't. As much as we love her, Ronda's gonna win. It's always Smiley Ronda Rousey.
You can tell she's gonna turn heel soon. Number 2, probably the best match I've seen on this card, guys.
Seth frickin' Rollins versus Shinsuke Naka-frickin'
This is gonna be amazing.
It will be. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Have this a 20-minute match.
Have it more than a 20-minute match.
Oh, 25 minutes. Yeah.
I'm going for Shinsuke.
Yeah, Shinsuke. My book. Brandon.
Seth Rollins.
Ooh, Seth Rollins. All right. All right. Next, Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles.
Oh, this was a good match last year.
It was, yeah. Though I'm thinking for this one, AJ Styles, because
Same.
you know he hasn't had a major win with the World Heavyweight title. So I'm thinking maybe this is the time. Have him beat Brock Lesnar.
I think Styles is gonna win. I think someone's gonna interfere, and then Styles is gonna win.
It's either going to be Strowman or McIntyre or something. I don't know.
I hope it's McIntyre with a Claymore.
Damn right, brother. All right, so
Styles.
All right, Styles. All right, so next, Team Raw, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, and 2 other wrestlers who haven't been announced yet.
I hope they're good wrestlers.
I'm hoping so as well. Well, practically, Raw doesn't have anyone now. And Team SmackDown's Miz, Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, and Samoa Joe.
Boring.
No, boring. Team, yes, but Samoa Joe, always be the best bet. All right, so for this,
I think
Samoa Joe's team.
I think Raw wins. Purely because they have Strowman, they have McIntyre, they have Ziggler, and there's gonna be 2 others, and it's probably gonna be
Apollo Crews and another guy.
some guy like that. Who won it last year? Raw, or SmackDown, didn't they?
I think, yeah. Oh no, it was Raw.
It was Raw.
Yeah, it was Raw with Triple H and Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, it was.
SmackDown's gonna win.
Brandon thinks SmackDown.
Yep,
You think
SmackDown.
Raw. I'm always the SmackDown guy, but with Raw having Ziggler, McIntyre, and Strowman, I'm thinking Raw.
Yeah.
All right, so
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm really sorry, brother. So next, the women's elimination match with Alexa Bliss's team, who
Well, we
hasn't-
don't even know who
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss's team is.
but it's gonna be shit anyways. It's gonna be dominated with Nia Jax and Tamina, which we will go over by the way.
Yes, and I was right, by the way.
I was thinking that as well.
Yes.
And Team SmackDown's Carmella, shit decision. Naomi, Sonya Deville, also shit decision. Asuka, and
What do you mean? I'm liking Sonya Deville, man.
I don't feel anything on Sonya Deville. I really don't.
Really?
Yeah, there's nothing in Sonya Deville that I like.
I do. I like her as a face. When she apparently she's gonna. By the way, if you guys haven't seen Mandy Rose, so Mandy Rose is. I think apparently they're gonna give her a push and they're giving her the title soon.
Really?
Yes, that's what I'm getting told. But hopefully it's not because Mandy Rose is horrible.
It's better than Carmella.
No, rather Carmella than Mandy Rose.
Are you serious?
Yes, Carmella's a better wrestler, better on the mic. Did you hear Mandy Rose on the mic yesterday? Naomi, I don't think anyone feels the glow. Even your husband. Shut up. No one cares.
That's an insult and a half.
Yeah.
I'm quitting. I'm quitting this podcast because I feel.
Now, guys, I'm very excited for this. Well, actually, no, we can't really make our predictions with Team Raw or SmackDown. I think Asuka's gonna be the sole survivor again, and I'm going for SmackDown.
Yeah, I think so as well. If they eliminate Asuka by counter, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
But if it's pinfall in submission, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
AO Bloody P, the new tag team champions.
Versus the Bar.
AOP.
AOP.
Yeah, AOP. I love the Bar.
Actually, if the Big Show can play a big part in this.
Oh yeah, right. Since Big Show's with the Bar, and he will be there in LA.
Yes.
All right, so well, the tag team Survivor Series team hasn't been announced yet.
Yeah, so we can't really give our predictions.
The Usos are the team captains, and the New Day are one of the teams.
Yeah.
Next, Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali. This is gonna be one of the best matches.
Buddy Murphy's gonna win.
Simple as that. Well, yeah, I would love Mustafa Ali to be the
Mustafa.
cruiserweight champ. I would love Mustafa Ali to be the cruiserweight champion, but I'm gonna be going with Buddy Murphy. I'm gonna be going with the Aussie born.
Yeah.
Mustafa's gonna win. Mark my words.
I'm glad you think Mustafa Ali as cruiserweight
Mark my
champion.
words.
So now Leigh's gonna review the best show of the
predict
week.
these
Thank you,
teams.
Leigh.
Like I said before, Don, you just keep getting better and better.
Yes, I do.
Oh, Christ almighty. How shit was Raw this week? I literally don't have anything else to say. We kicked WWE Crown Jewels in the Crown Jewels. Now I'm going to be kicking Raw in the Crown Jewels. All right, so the show opened up with Corporate Corbin, I must say, talking about Crown Jewel and Survivor Series announcements. He announced that he'd be facing Kurt Angle in the main events, which later on would be Drew McIntyre, and which we'll go over, by the way, later on in the review. And he announced that Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre were going to be in Team Raw. He announced Alexa Bliss as the women's team captain, but she can't wrestle because she's injured. Whatever. And then Strowman chased Corporate Corbin. Who cares? And then Alexa Bliss announced another rematch between the Riot Squad, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Nia Jax. Do we care?
Hell.
Oh, wait, hold on. Natalia. Now back to what I was saying. Hell no!
By the way, that dumb thing with Natalia's glasses.
And by the way,
crap.
that wasn't even Jim Neidhart's glasses. It's just a pair of sunglasses, fake sunglasses, just ripped apart. And I actually felt like crying after the show because it was shit. Though, anyways, in a no contest, and when this happened, I was like, "Oh, hey, ref, are you gonna count them out? Because the crowds are counting 1 to 10. They make a better referee than you do." Though, anyways, in a no contest, Apollo Crews versus Jinder Mahal. We don't even care. I was also like this. Hey, Negan from The Walking Dead, can you bash up Kevin Dunn's head? Can you bash his skull in? Can you bash up Jinder Mahal as well while you're at it? That's what I was like. You know Negan from The Walking Dead, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. With a baseball bat wrapped in chainsaw.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was like throughout the whole show. I'm like, hey, Negan, bash all their skulls up. Bash their skulls in. Because I was literally sick to death of this show. Now, I may be going, like, TVMA rating here, but still, how can you defend this show like this? It's bullshit. So anyways, Apollo Crews wins. No one cares. AOP versus Seth Rollins. Now, they won the Raw Tag Team titles. Thank you. About frickin' time.
Finally.
Wasn't really expecting this way for the Authors of Pain to win it. But still, I'm fine with this. And then Dean Ambrose came in and said, "You want to know why I attacked you?" And then Dirty Deeds just left. Hadn't said a word. Elias versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, before this, Dolph Ziggler was talking about how he should have won this match. He should have been the best in the world, in which it should have happened. And then Elias came out, and UK was chanting, "Oh, walk with Elias."
good
I
chant.
absolutely love that. UK was the highlight of Raw. The fans of UK, I must say. So anyways, Elias beat Dolph Ziggler in the Crossroads, and then that was it. Smiley Rowdy Ronda Rousey cut a promo on Becky Lynch.
Good promo. I'm sorry.
It was
It's alright.
it was
it's
alright, yeah.
cringy.
Yeah.
But if she was heel, she would have pulled it off.
Yeah. And she was saying that Becky may be the man, but she's the baddest bitch on the planet. Ooh, just because he said bitch means that we should root for you. Hell no.
I want Becky to win so bad. I love
But it's
Ronda.
gonna be Ronda Rousey. Yeah. As
But
much as we want to root for Becky Lynch, it's
Becky
gonna be
Lynch,
Smiley
that
Rousey.
promo yesterday was one of the greatest women's promo I've ever seen.
Damn right.
I don't care what. Okay, maybe AJ Lee's promo to the Total Divas was better, but still, like that promo with Becky Lynch's integrity, that her ruthless aggression in that promo was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But we'll talk about that on SmackDown. We're talking about the B show right now, the C show.
Well, right now we gotta go through another rematch between Nia Jax and Ember Moon.
We don't care, but what happened after? I was right.
You were right. I was thinking it, and I was actually in a facepalm. Like, I was like, oh my god, Edan has got to be laughing his balls off on this.
Yeah.
We knew this was coming. We knew this was coming. We don't need to go over this.
We will go over it, though. We have to.
Skip the match.
Skip the match. But what happened after the match? Tamina comes out. Looks like, you know, the commentators are like, ever since Tamina has come, Nia Jax has shook. And I've never believed it. I knew they were going to team up. And then, boom. Nia Jax turns heel, teams up with Tamina.
She's basically the female Big Show. That's all she is now.
I love this because we need a dominant force. We haven't had a dominant force in women's wrestling in a while. A dominant. And Tamina and Nia Jax are the women to do it. But
Still, this is not enough for us to care.
yeah, we don't care.
So next, Corbin drove away from the arena because he was scared of Braun Strowman, and then Drew McIntyre was his replacement. Next, Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor again. Do we care? Hell no! What is this, the third straight week now?
At least Bobby Lashley won.
He won all three matches. Oh, wait, last week Finn Balor won, right?
It was weird why McIntyre came out, though.
Yeah, it was weird, yes. It was weird. But that Claymore, damn, I love it.
Yes. But oh my god, the best performance I have seen from Drew McIntyre to date on Raw.
He basically killed Kurt Angle's career. There's
Yes.
no doubt about it. He made Kurt Angle tap out to his own ankle lock.
Yep, and that's why they need to push him and put him that red crappy title on his waist and make it look pristine, because I'm sick and tired of Lesnar or Roman or Strowman being in the title picture, even though Strowman hasn't won the title, but Strowman is nothing compared to Drew McIntyre. You either put it on McIntyre or Ziggler, one of the two. Or
Damn.
Rollins. I don't mind Rollins as Universal title champion.
Damn right. So this whole show gets a minus 10 trillion.
Yep.
Now,
ups. We don't care, Simon Miller, you're crap.
Simon Miller, don't
What a
get me
joke.
started on that clown.
He's a dick. He's
Now
ridiculous.
I am gonna be reviewing SmackDown. Leigh. 7th of November 2018.
Say that a bit slower, mate, please.
No, I am not gonna say it slow because my name is Edan and I am the best goddamn podcaster with a lead Duck and D ever, except for JD. Shane McMahon, who says the World Cup trophy belongs to SmackDown, I don't care, and that he's actually not the best wrestler in the world, who knew, announces AOP versus The Bar for Survivor Series.
Good match.
And names Daniel Bryan and The Miz co-captains of the SmackDown Survivor Series team. Now, that was a bit weird. Leigh, what are your thoughts on that?
It was a bit weird, yes, as I said earlier in the show. It's weird to have Miz and Bryan as co-captains, but it was interesting.
Very interesting. Miz and Bryan immediately add Shane McMahon, best wrestler in the world, to their team.
Like I said, Shane McMahon is the best in the world. Listen to earlier on the show what I said. Look at Kenny Omega, Okada, Naito, and even us.
Yeah. But guys, we've heard our first match of the day was the Usos and the New Day.
Great match.
Amazing match. This was to see which team would captain the SmackDown Tag Team Survivor Series team. After the match, the Usos added New Day to the team. Anyway, so the Usos won. Are the Usos heel? I don't even know.
I don't even know if the Usos are here. I think they're neutral. Like,
neutral. Yeah. I think they should add more neutral wrestlers.
oh yeah,
I like it.
they should. Yeah.
Now the best goddamn thing about SmackDown, in my eyes. I'm not sure about Leigh.
Well, it's one of the best it's one of the best I've seen from Becky Lynch. Like,
Becky Lynch.
best promo and one of the best women's matches on SmackDown ever.
Lynch responded to Ronda Rousey's promo from Monday and said she wanted a fight. And guess who comes out? Sanity come out. And I'm like, alright, Nikki Cross is going to come out. 100%.
And then Nikki Cross comes out.
Nikki Cross comes out, goes crazy. But I don't like her losing her first match. But that's alright. It's the champion. You have to lose against her. This was a very, 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 very good match. Keep the title on Becky Lynch till
10 out of 10.
WrestleMania. Please. Becky Lynch is amazing. I love her.
And she deserved that women's
The
title
only
to WrestleMania.
person who should take the title off her is Asuka. No one else until WrestleMania. As I said, Charlotte Flair go to Raw and turn heel.
All right. Yeah. So next,
Rey Mysterio defeated Andrade Cien Almas. Why?
we don't know, and yet Andrade Cien Almas, he's getting dropped out. I swear on everything that I know. I think Andrade Cien Almas is getting dropped out.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio. Go.
But as I mentioned, I think they're going to be holding Andrade Cien Almas back for a push for a World Heavyweight title.
We'll see. After the match, she is. After the match, Randy Orton hit Mysterio with an RKO, which might mean.
And how good was Randy
Yes.
Orton with an RKO?
Randy Orton might be added to the Survivor Series team.
Is he? Because usually it's just a 5-on-5. They can't go above it. Like
oh
a
wait,
6-on-6 or 7-on-7.
all their members announced.
Yeah, Miz, Bryan, Joe, McMahon, and Mysterio. That was it.
Oh, that's bad.
It is, yeah.
Anyway, so it's obviously going to be a feud with Mysterio and Orton.
Though it's gonna be good. It's gonna be some goods
Yeah.
coming out of this. So
Mysterio was added
maybe,
to the Survivor Series team.
hold on. Maybe somewhere during the 5-on-5 Survivor Series men's team, Orton comes in, RKO's Mysterio, bang, a Raw person eliminates him.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Paige announced the SmackDown Women's Survivor Series team as Carmella, Naomi, Sonya Deville, Asuka, and Charlotte Flair. We don't care about her. Mandy Rose was upset that she was passed over and had a stand down with Deville. Now, I don't know why Charlotte didn't come out.
Neither did I, but I think it was due to I think it was something from last week. Like, Paige gave Charlotte a choice on being SmackDown captain, but she declined it.
Yeah, I know. That's a bit weird, guys.
But Charlotte not coming out? That's another story that we should get into.
Guys, so Daniel Bryan and The Miz. Daniel Bryan picked Jeff Hardy, and
The Miz picked Samoa frickin' Joe.
Samoa Joe defeated Jeff Hardy. Joe was added to the SmackDown Survivor Series team. Post-match shenanigans involved Miz, Bryan, and best wrestler in the world, Shane McMahon, getting physical. So Bryan gets angry at Joe, then Bryan storms on freaking The Miz, and then hits McMahon, because he probably thought Joe was behind him.
I swear to God, this is going to be leading to dissension between the SmackDown team.
A lot of dissension. So, was SmackDown good?
It was all right.
So Leigh, now you have to review your show that you want to review.
Power struggle.
Yes.
That's right.
I did not watch it, but Leigh, take it away.
I did, yes. I watched Power Struggle, and it was a really good pay-per-view. Not as great as Dominion and Wrestle Kingdom 13. And speaking of which, there have been some matches announced for Wrestle Kingdom 13, in which I will also go over. Okay, so the first match was Taguchi Japan's Ryusuke Taguchi, Chris Sabin, ACH, and Toa Hanare versus Jushin Thunder Liger, Tiger Mask, Velardo Jr., and Soberano Jr. from CMLL. And it was a 6-minute match. I didn't mind. Didn't mind this. Yeah. And Taguchi Japan won. This gets a 3. I liked it. Bullet Club's Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and Robbie Eagles versus Great Bash Heels Togi Makabe and Tomoaki Honma. Sorry, I don't know the Japanese names. And Kushida. Most of them. And it was alright. It was a 7-minute match. And Bullet Club's Gorillas of Destiny and Robbie Eagles won. This gets a 3.25 from me. Chaos's Kazuchika Okada and Beretta versus Bullet Club's Jay White and Bad Luck Fale. It was a 4-minute match, and with Jay White on the Bullet Club, holy shit, he looks really good. And a 4-minute match with Okada and Jay White? Like, I was a little bit lost.
Really?
Yeah, a 4-minute match with Okada and Jay White. This may have been a tag team match, but still, they could have gone for like another 6 minutes. So since this was under 5 minutes, this doesn't get anything. But this does lead to a Kazuchika Okada and Jay White match at Wrestle Kingdom 13. Next was the Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi versus Taguchi Japan's Hiroshi Tanahashi and David Finlay. This was some build-up towards Wrestle Kingdom 13's match between Omega and Tanahashi, and this is some good build-up. This is a good build-up between Omega and Tanahashi for Wrestle Kingdom 13. This was a 90-minute match. This gets a 3. Now on to one of the best matches. Roppongi 3K's Sho and Yo versus Suzuki Guns, Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado versus Los Ingobernables de Japon's Bushi and Shingo Tagachi. It was a really good match. I enjoyed this one. Roppongi 3K won. It was for the Super Junior Tag League trophy, and Roppongi 3K won. And this led to a 3-way rematch for the Junior Tag Team titles. And by God, this is going to be a good one. Next was Hiroki Goto versus Taichi for the Never Openweight title. And I'm not a massive fan of Taichi, but I do like his in-ring moves. Though Hiroki Goto, he'll always be one of the best Japanese wrestlers there is. Goto won. It was a 15-minute match. This gets a 3.75 based on Hiroki Goto alone. Next was Tomohiro Ishii versus Minoru Suzuki for the British Heavyweight title. It was nearly 20 minutes. It was a great, great match. Suzuki and Ishii gel so well together. I absolutely loved this match. Not as much as the next few matches. So yeah, Ishii and Suzuki alone gets a 4.9 for me. This was great. Next, Tetsuya Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr. That was also great. It was 20 minutes and 12 seconds. Tetsuya Naito won. This was beyond incredible. I absolutely enjoyed Tetsuya Naito and Zack Sabre Jr. This gets a 4.9 as well. Next, Chris Jericho versus Evil. That was insane. Evil was doing what Chris Jericho did to Tetsuya Naito at Dominion. He was attacking Chris Jericho before the bell rang and was throwing him around the ring. Like he was throwing into barricades, into tables, all that shit. Evil did what Chris Jericho did to Naito. That was absolutely insane. And then, as soon as Chris Jericho won this match by submission, Tetsuya Naito came in to save Evil. And then after that match, Chris Jericho had some talk about a rematch between Tetsuya Naito and himself at Wrestle Kingdom 13. And he said he didn't want a rematch. He didn't want a rematch with Tetsuya Naito at Wrestle Kingdom 13 at the Tokyo Dome. But it was announced. It was announced it'll be for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. And for Evil and Chris Jericho, that also gets a 4.9. This was a good pay-per-view. Now, there may have been 5 matches announced for Wrestle Kingdom 13, but let's make some quick predictions for Wrestle Kingdom 13. So the first match is Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Kenny Omega.
Yeah, for the IWGP Heavyweight title. But yeah, I have a feeling this is gonna steal the show. So, this is really hard for me to predict because I absolutely love Kenny Omega and Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I've already picked my guy.
Yeah,
It's
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega guy.
All right, so for this, I'm gonna go with Kenny Omega.
Good choice. Second, Chris Jericho versus Tetsuya Naito. I'm going with Tetsuya Naito.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going with Naito. As much as I love Chris Jericho, I think Tetsuya Naito's gonna win this.
Third match, we already know the winner. Kazuchika Okada versus Jay White. Okada's going to destroy him.
Yep, Okada is gonna annihilate Jay White. I have a feeling this is gonna be a great match. But I tell you what they should have done. They should have made this a death match.
Yep. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Kushida versus Taiji
Ishimori.
Alright, well, I think Kushida's going to win.
As much as I love Kushida, yes, I gotta go for my boy Taiji Ishimori. That guy is incredible. I've seen him in Impact Wrestling. That dude is incredible.
The 3-way tag team match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship.
Suzuki Guns, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and El Desperado versus Roppongi 3K versus Los Ingobernables Japons, Bushi and Shingo Tagachi. I'm going to be going with Roppongi 3K.
Same. I'm going to be Roppongi 3K.
All right. So, yeah, that's it for New Japan, and I think you have your booking thing, like fantasy booking.
Ah, yes, guys. A fantasy booking. Leigh.
Back for the final show.
Leigh. You're in this as well because it's our final podcast.
Damn right, it's our final show. We got to end this with a bang.
And we're not ending it with that because E&L segment, Leigh. You can't forget about an E&L segment. But let's talk
How
about...
can I not forget?
Yes, we're talking about our... We'll do the fantasy booking first. But Leigh, I'll pick you first. It's normally me for the bookings, but I'll pick you first.
All right, let's do this.
So, what are your predictions up until the Royal Rumble? Let's say the Royal Rumble match is finished. Up until then, through then, what are your predictions?
So my predictions for the Royal Rumble.
Like, up until then. So, let's say
So up until-
who's going to be champion. Okay, well, we'll start with the Universal.
It's obviously going to be Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
So I think for the number 1 contenders match that I just mentioned, have McIntyre win that, go to Royal Rumble and face Brock Lesnar, and then bang, Claymore kick, McIntyre's Universal Champion, and then after Royal Rumble, have an Elimination Chamber match for the Universal title, have McIntyre, Lesnar, Strowman, maybe
Rollins.
Rollins, Ambrose, and maybe you could throw in
Apollo Crews, something. Bobby Lashley.
Oh, Bobby Lashley, yeah.
Yes, Lashley.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley, yeah. So that's what I think for the Universal title. Now, for the World Heavyweight title, what should be for the World Heavyweight title?
Well, the World Heavyweight title, I'm going to let you do it, but I already have my opinion.
All right. So I think after the Survivor Series, maybe have a number one contenders tournament. Have Joe, Bryan, Miz, and who else? Rey Mysterio, Andrade Cien. Who else? Randy Orton, and Jeff Hardy, and who else?
It's only 8 people.
Yeah, 8 people. This is gonna be an 8-person tournament.
Tournament.
Yeah, an 8-person tournament. Who should be the 8th person? Maybe Luke Harper. Luke Harper hasn't been used yet. Maybe this is the perfect time to use Luke Harper.
Yes.
All right. So have Andrade Cien win this tournament, move on to TLC, have AJ Styles and
Is there a tournament though?
yeah, that's gonna be the tournament. Like it's
Like,
gonna be
Is there a tournament confirmed yet?
no, not really.
No?
This is what I'm gonna be predicting. So it's an 8-man tournament. The winner faces AJ Styles at TLC for the World Heavyweight title. Andrade wins that tournament, moves on to TLC to face AJ Styles, win it, and then move on to the Royal Rumble to defend it against AJ Styles, and then beat him again, and then move on to WrestleMania.
Guys. Now, my Universal title picture. So, I think that what's going to start the heat with this is that Styles and Lesnar, they're going to verse each other. Boom. Claymore kick. Out of nowhere. McIntyre makes his statement known. 1, 2, 3. Styles wins that match. So, I think at TLC, there's going to be a number one contenders triple threat match between Baron Corbin, Braun Strowman, and Drew McIntyre.
Man, that's good.
So, I think that's going to happen. I think Drew McIntyre is going to easily win that. And if he doesn't, well, McIntyre's going to win. Now, for the Royal Rumble, before Brock Lesnar and McIntyre verse each other, I think McIntyre doesn't verse Lesnar at Royal Rumble.
None of the Royal Rumble.
I think someone versus Lesnar at Royal Rumble, Lesnar wins, and then the eliminate. They haven't done Lesnar in Elimination Chamber. They have
That
not
sounds like
done.
a good idea, yeah. Maybe save it until Elimination Chamber.
You need to have. You need to have. What's it called? McIntyre look strong. Anyways, they need to have McIntyre look strong. McIntyre is a beast. I don't know how to say a beast. That's what he is. He is the chosen one. He's the best thing on Raw, except for Seth Rollins. He's the best goddamn thing on Raw right now. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Raw, Vince McMahon, I don't care who you are. If you don't push McIntyre,
We're gone.
we're gone. But McIntyre wins at the Elimination Chamber, goes on to WrestleMania, and he versus. Now that's a hard one, guys. I don't know who McIntyre would verse.
That is hard, yeah. Maybe Dolph Ziggler gets jealous, zigzags Drew McIntyre.
But I don't really want to see McIntyre versus Ziggler.
Neither do I, but maybe that would work.
Probably McIntyre, Roman Reigns, unless Roman Reigns. Oh no, I don't think Roman Reigns will beat leukemia by then. I don't know, man. I think it should be Rollins and McIntyre at WrestleMania.
That does sound like a really good match for WrestleMania.
Now for the WWE Championship, guys. I don't know who to grab. So I think Styles wins his Survivor Series match. Styles goes on TLC. And I really think that if they're going to push Samoa Joe, have him win Elimination Chamber.
That does
really make him look strong.
that does sound like a really good idea. Yeah.
I think Styles holds it till Royal Rumble though, and I think it's gonna be Andrade Cien Almas versus Styles at the Royal Rumble. Andrade wins, then an Elimination Chamber. Samoa Joe wins. Samoa Joe goes on to WrestleMania. Joe versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
I was literally thinking that. Like, I was literally thinking Joe and Bryan, since I wanted Daniel Bryan to win the World Heavyweight title at what was planned to be a Crown Jewel.
I didn't want him to win.
But think about what would happen if Daniel Bryan did win the World Heavyweight title. We would have Joe versus Bryan at either TLC or the Royal Rumble.
Doesn't matter that I want him at WrestleMania. I want Bryan and Styles at WrestleMania. Well, guys, now E&L segment
E&L segment.
and B.
NB, yeah. EL and B segment.
Guys, I think since this is our last podcast, I think we need to go through our best moments. Leigh, do you have any thought of one of our best moments?
One of the best
When
moments.
I joined.
Well, we're going to go through one of our best moments before you joined first. And then relax.
I feel hurt, man.
We're going to be going before you join and then now. So I think our greatest Royal Rumble review. That was a great one.
Yes, that was a good one.
Our backlash review.
Yeah. I think my favorite moment is when I had that massive rant on Roman Reigns. The whole podcast, I was just ranting about Roman Reigns.
Monday Night Roman. That's when it came up with that name. Monday Night Roman. Smiley Ronda Rousey. That was also pretty good. All these nicknames, man. They were really good.
So, any others, Leigh, you reckon?
Well, our favorite parts of the podcast, easily the E&L segment.
Yep.
And since Brandon came in the EL and B segment,
Exactly.
I told you we were going to get to you. There's your fantasy booking and my rumor mill.
At the start of the show, I remember the first ever episode. That was the best fantasy booking episode ever.
And ever since the rumor mill came in, it was a little small, but it grew.
Yes, it did grow.
And speaking of rumor mills, I actually have a small rumor mill this week. I managed to pick up some rumors from Cage Side Seats, and I'm going to be going over them last for this week's show.
yeah.
I'm going to be saving the best bit for the end of the show.
I disagree. I don't think the best bit is the rumor mill. I think the best bit is the E&L segments.
Well,
the reviews.
one of the best. One of the best.
It is. Leigh's rumor mill, but not right now. We're going to still on the E&L segment. So, Leigh, I'm going to do a hard one for us. And
Alright.
Brandon, since
Yeah.
you were here. So, we'll go Leigh, Brandon, me.
Okay.
I want to, since it's not going to be a top 5, it'll be a top 3. Top 3 best ever moments, or whatever you want to call it, on this podcast. Leigh, take it away. You're number 1, then go. Yeah.
I was actually thinking about last week with you and Xavier fighting about Evolution. That was a really good one, I must say. Now, Xavier, big shout out to you, buddy. And yeah, with you and Xavier just fighting on about you thinking that Nikki Bella is not the best, and in all honesty, she is not the best right now.
She's
She was
not.
she was great back then, but she's not the best now. She's still hot.
Yes.
This guy.
Yep.
Respect women. Man.
I do. Though, anyways, Brandon.
Alright. Weren't we supposed to say best 3 moments, or do we have a moment each?
We
Yeah,
have
best 3 moments.
So 3, like, that's his third one. What's your third one?
Oh, so you put there?
You
Yeah,
do 3,
three.
then 3, and then I do 3, then 2, then 2,
Oh,
then
okay,
2.
alright.
Yes.
When you came in.
Ooh, I'm trying to think. No. Because I don't want to say the same as you, because Xavier was a good part of it.
When I say Xavier, when Xavier
they
first
were
came in.
arguing. When they actually, when he first came in, that was good.
Yeah.
That was cool, because he was on like the phone for like 15 minutes straight of just talking about wrestling and him saying how he only watches divas. So it's probably that
All right.
for my third.
For my third, it has to be my best ever segment, in my opinion. And that was my first episode, my fantasy booking.
Yeah, your first episode. That was a really good fantasy booking.
Yeah. That was amazing. I said everything what I wanted for this year to happen. Obviously, none of it came true. I wasn't predicting anything, but that was my fantasy booking.
Which we wish came to reality. Yeah.
Yes, because me and Leigh have kind of the same mind in wrestling. Sometimes disagreements, but barely. Yeah, that's my third. Leigh, your second.
So my second. Now, there have been a couple of times when I've done this alone. So I got to think my second best moment was my Andrade Cien Almas rant. Episode 19.
Your Andrade.
Like, having R-Truth beat Andrade Cien Almas. That was pure stupidity at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
I deserve to rant on that.
Yes, you do.
Like, Andrade Cien Almas should be in World Heavyweight Championship contention, and having him face R-Truth that week, like, that was bullshit. And then somewhere later, I think it was the next 2 or 3 weeks, he faced R-Truth and Carmella with Zelina Vega, and then they lost
Yeah.
to them. Now that was a match that I deserved to rant on, but we didn't do it. So, Brandon, your second best moment.
Devontae not coming to school on a Thursday.
No.
No, because he didn't come, I'm in this podcast.
I guess that makes sense. So
Yes, but it's about the podcast.
So
while
yeah,
we're doing the-
Yeah.
basically what you're saying when you first
No.
came in here.
Pretty much because Devontae didn't come, I was here in this podcast.
Yeah, we took
That's
you
the
in.
Moment. Exactly. You guys took me in. I was like an orphan. Didn't know where I was going. I was misled. And now I'm here, being a nuisance.
Though you still get to the team.
I appreciate it.
So my second moment. Well, I don't know if everyone agrees with this moment, but this is one of my favorite moments, and this is all the top 5 we have done in the ENL segment. I love it.
Yeah. Like our top memorable Hell in a Cell matches are
Best matches
our
ever.
best matches,
all
our
that.
best pay-per-views, our worst matches.
Which we're going to be doing again after this top 3.
We'll do Survivor Series themed.
So
Top
our
5.
favorite Survivor Series matches.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so my number 1. This podcast being a thing. When we did our very first episode, I was so happy that we did this. Like, I was glad that this was a thing. Like, I'm glad that 2Sweet podcast became a thing. Like, I just absolutely love doing this. So, yeah, my number 1 moment, this podcast being a thing. Our very first episode.
My number 1 moment is watching you, if I'm being honest. You have this energy that I can't replicate. And it's like you change into a different person. Not like in a bad way. Like you, I don't know how to describe it. It's just it's an energy that no one can replicate, and I enjoy witnessing it. It's good. So that's my number 1.
All right.
I mean, the dance pretty cool too, but yeah.
So, basically the adrenaline that we bring to the table.
Yeah.
All right. So, we done.
My favorite moment. It's guys, come on, man. The rants on Roman are my favorite moments.
Actually
Ever.
tied one. The Roman rants and the Raw rants.
Yes. I agree with that. Raw, 6 women divas or women matches.
We're going to be calling them divas since that's basically what they are.
Yeah. Guys, that was my number 1 favorite moment, and now we're gonna do the top 5 best or our favorite Survivor Series matches. I don't think Brandon can participate in this one, so, well, yeah. Unfortunately, Brandon does not know his Survivor Series, so Leigh, take it away, please.
I absolutely love the Survivor Series. Like, it's one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. Absolutely the best pay-per-view in my eyes, basically. Okay, so my top 5 Survivor Series matches. I did enjoy the 2014 one with the Authority and Team Cena. Like, it wasn't too bad. Like, I enjoyed it. Sting's appearance was, like, shocking. Like, I didn't really think Sting would come in.
Yeah, that is true.
All right, so that's my number 5. Edan?
This is a hard one, guys, because
It is.
really, 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 really weird. Survivor Series, I think I need to go with Team Austin versus Team Bischoff.
Oh, right. Yeah. That was in, what, 2002?
2003.
3, right.
Alright, so guys, Leigh, take it away.
All right, so my number 4. I'm going to go with the 2008 one. Team HBK versus Team JBL. Or actually not, Team Orton versus Team Batista. I enjoyed that more. I enjoyed that more than Team HBK versus Team JBL. Like, Team Orton having Cody Rhodes, Mark Henry, Shelton Benjamin, and William Regal. And Batista having CM Punk, Kofi Kingston, Matt Hardy, and R-Truth. Like, I really enjoyed this match. And Randy Orton, as always, being the sole survivor. He's the best part of every Survivor Series match. No question needed.
I think the best, well, not the best, my 4th favorite Survivor Series match is 2016 10 Tag Team Elimination.
Ooh, the 10 on 10.
Yes, I liked that match. It was nice. It was a lot of chaos, and it brought a lot of drama.
That is actually a really good. That's a really good intro. Okay, so my number 3. This is a difficult one. I'm also gonna put in that 10 on 10 Survivor Series match. It was like creative, having teams from one show collide against each other. Like, it was a really good idea, honestly. I actually like that. All right, Edan, you're number 3.
My number 3. What is my number 3, Leigh?
You going ahead and say.
Well, I'm looking at my matches here because it's hard to remember, really.
It is, honestly, yeah. Since there's been like a lot of Survivor Series matches over the years. And we don't know which one's the best, honestly.
I really, really liked Team Authority versus Team Cena, so I'm gonna go with that one.
So that's your number 3. All right.
That's my number 3.
All right. So my number 2. For some reason, I was actually intrigued with the women's Survivor Series match last year. Like, I have to put this in. Like, I don't know why, but I somehow kind of found this all right. Like, I didn't mind that match. I didn't mind the women's Survivor Series match last year. So, that's my number 2. Edan, your number 2?
My number 2 has to be Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I think 2005.
Yeah, 2005.
Yeah.
That's going to be my number 1, since this also was my favorite Survivor Series match.
And my number 1 is when Randy Orton was a sole survivor.
So, basically, every single Survivor Series with Randy Orton winning it.
Nah, when he RKO'd, I think Shawn Michaels. I think it was Michaels.
I think it was HBK. Like, I don't remember the last time HBK and Randy Orton went off in a Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
The last match I remember them having at a Survivor Series pay-per-view was 2007 with them facing off for the World Heavyweight title, the WWE title.
Yep. Well, my number 1's 2005. My number 2 is probably 2006.
That's a nice one. All right, so
Now
Yeah,
Lee's lost. First time ever.
yep. There's nothing else left for the Survivor Series pay-per-view, well, the matches. So, I'm going to go with the Leigh's rumor mill. It's a small one, but we're going to get through this quick and snappy. With Roman Reigns out, there's more talk than ever that women could main event WrestleMania 35 with whatever is planned for Ronda Rousey at the show. According to PW Insider, Daniel Bryan initially got the title shot against AJ Styles at Crown Jewel because he's a known big name. And that is what they wanted over there. It's not believed that he's not going will hurt him going forward. Dave Meltzer said on Wrestling Observer Radio, said he thinks Jinder Mahal may be working through a shoulder injury. Kurt Hawkins is hoping to be cleared to return from some sort of injury soon, says the Observer. So, yeah, Kurt Hawkins has been out with an injury. I don't know what injury it is, but basically they don't care about Kurt Hawkins. PW Insider says WWE bought the World Wrestling Council video library last month. So we're going to be seeing World Wrestling Counseling for the WWE Network. And the biggest rumor there is, Shane McMahon's heel turn is part of a long-term plan on SmackDown. At least that's what Wrestling Observer Live's Brian Alvarez, I think it is. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Was basically told. So basically, the SmackDown team is going to be working on a Shane McMahon heel turn. Maybe they could be bragging about how maybe Shane McMahon could be bragging about how he's the best in the world. Something like that. I don't know. There's also speculation the World Cup final angle at Crown Jewel was a start of a face turn for Miz. No. If you think the first attempt was good enough, the second attempt is not going to work. Well, basically, the first attempt didn't work because the Miz is a babyface. Sucked.
Horrible.
It was, yeah. Though I didn't mind the Miz and Alberto Del Rio bringing in some legends like Tommy Dreamer, who else, Bob Backlund and all that stuff. I didn't mind that. But it was against 3M freaking B of all teams. Hated it. Finally, according to Ringside News, Saudi fans felt betrayed by John Cena's decision to pull out of Crown Jewel. And they should feel betrayed because they just witnessed one of the worst pay-per-views of 2018. All right, so that's it for the rumor mill. Now, maybe we should go over our favorite pay-per-views of Survivor Series, like our favorite Survivor Series pay-per-view.
Have we done our favorite pay-per-views of all time?
Well, I did WrestleMania, but I don't think we ever done that with the Survivor Series.
You mean every pay-per-view? Have we done every pay-per-view?
I think so. Like we went through our favorite pay-per-views, but we didn't have a theme for that best pay-per-view. Like I had it for WrestleMania, but we never had it for Survivor Series.
Well, that Survivor Series legit. All those things I said was my favorite Survivor Series.
Well, that's the match. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
pay-per-view. Our favorite Survivor Series pay-per-view.
Top 5. You want to do another top 5? If you want to do another top 5, I think you want to go more in depth. I think you want to go your favorite participants in a Survivor Series match.
Well, number one, it's gonna be Randy Orton, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, since he's been the best in all the Survivor Series. Okay, so if you want to do our top 5 participants, that's fine. That's all right with me. Okay, so
Leigh, take it away, please.
all right, so we don't need to go through number 1 because we already know who number 1 is. It's
Number
Randy Orton.
5.
So number 5, I'm thinking Seth Rollins. With the Survivor Series. In all the Survivor Series he's been in, he's really good. I enjoyed him in the Survivor Series matches. The 2014 one specifically, he was good.
For me, it has to be Stone Cold
Steve Austin.
Yep.
Damn right. Okay, so my number 4, I'm gonna go with Shawn Michaels. I'm gonna go with Shawn Michaels.
Alright. Well, now my phone, I'm gonna Roman goddamn right. I'm joking.
Imagine if he actually did that. I would be.
even though he has been a sole survivor, I think he has been a sole survivor.
Yeah, 2013.
14, I think, not 13.
No, it wasn't in 2014. 2013, I think it was. What the? Hold on, give me.
Well, my number 4 has to be.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Roman Reigns.
Was
Yeah,
it?
Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns is a sole survivor.
My number 4 has to be Rey Mysterio, man. I don't know. I really like Rey Mysterio in Survivor Series matches, man. He just lights up the crowd, lights up everything.
All right.
I'll go with Rey Mysterio.
All right. So for my number 3, Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler.
Mm.
I'm gonna be going for Dolph Ziggler because he pulled off one of the best performances in 2014 Survivor Series.
Yeah,
Like, this shows you that he's World Heavyweight Championship material.
he is. My number 3 has to be Dolph Ziggler. I was going to go with Dolph Ziggler at number 2, but now I know my number 2.
All right, so for my number 2, it's a hard one, really. I'm going to be going with Rob Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam.
Yep, Rob Van Dam.
Well, I'm going with one of my favorite Survivor Series matches. Winner take all. Winner take all. At the end of that match, one of my favorite Survivor Series matches of all time, even though it wasn't that good, because I was a kid when I watched it. The Rock as number 2. He was not the sole survivor, but he survived and he won that match because Kurt Angle came in and bang, right to the head of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Rock bottom, 1, 2, 3, done.
All right, so number 1 is pretty simple. It's
Randy.
Randy freaking Orton.
Randy Orton is, to me, the best sole survivor in Survivor Series history.
Damn right. Nearly every single Survivor Series match he's been in, he has been the sole survivor. All right, so I think that does it for the top 5 Survivor Series participants.
We have to keep going with this podcast. This is our final podcast. Now, you guys saying, oh, you haven't planned anything. You can't plan something when wrestling is so bad.
Well, bitch, have you been watching us? We've been planning things right from the start.
Yes, we were planning, but when stuff gets boring, guys, it can weigh on you, and you can't really plan something that is boring because no one will care. Just like Monday Night Raw.
Damn right. It's like saying, oh, we don't care about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which, by the way, it'll be the best game of 2018.
No. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Are you boys for...
Spider-Man comes in with a second for that.
Let's seriously, I care about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate more than Monday Night Raw.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
All right, you boys have your games, I have mine.
Yep.
No, anyways, we care about everything else over Monday Night Raw.
Yep. Well, guys, I think I need to go with another top 5. I'm going to spit it right out of your faces. And I'm going to go with top 5 favorite moments in Raw or SmackDown.
Raw or SmackDown, all right.
Moments, yes.
Moments, yeah, all right.
Shocking, whatever you want to say.
I'm with you on this one. Okay, so for my number 5, the Trish Stratus and Triple H exercise. Like, I enjoyed that. I'm glad they put that on for the SmackDown 1000 video package.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of the funniest and greatest moments you'll ever find on SmackDown.
Yeah, definitely. For number 5, it has to be Leigh and Edge. You know what happened?
Oh, yeah, the live sex cam.
Yeah, that was funny. It was not because of what happened. It was because it was funny. And it was actually real, I got told.
Real?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 4, the Edge and Vicky Guerrero marriage on SmackDown. Now, mainly because it's Triple H. He was absolutely good with that segment in 2008. And then Edge and Alicia Fox making it out on, like, a camera. Brandon gets it. And Vicky Guerrero just pissed off at Edge It's like, damn, that's pretty good.
When I'm on number 4, it has to be AJ Styles' first ever match on Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah,
I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Actually, no, sorry, no, AJ Styles. Number 4, Kevin Owens' debut.
oh yeah, right. That's gonna be my number 2 actually.
I love Kevin Owens. I absolutely adore Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I absolutely love Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, he's the man of Raw, and for good reason.
Where is Kevin Owens?
Apparently, he's injured.
Really?
Yeah, he's on the shelf because of Bobby Trashley.
The Bobby Trashley.
Yeah, I got that from JD. Brandon also gets it. All right,
Leigh,
so
you're number 3.
So
Take
my
it
number
away.
3. For me, it's basically just SmackDown. But I think I'm going to be going with a Raw moment. That is if I could think of one. The Bobby Lashley 3 Sisters segment. Hell no, brother. I'm not putting that in my top 5. That's in my worst list. And we'll go through that as well. So I think for a Raw segment, I'm going to go with Ric Flair's retirement speech. Like, it's Ric Flair. It's Ric Flair. Like, actually, wait, tied 3. Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels. 2 of the best wrestlers you'll find in professional wrestling. And both of them leaving WWE, like, I was, like, crying tears of joy. Like, I witnessed 2 of the greatest wrestlers of all time leaving WWE.
For me, for number 3, it has to be Edge's retirement.
Oh, yeah, Edge's retirement.
Edge was not one of my favorite superstars, but
He's
liked
a
him.
great wrestler. Yeah, he deserves to be liked after that retirement. All right. For my number 2, AJ Styles won the World Heavyweight title from Jinder Mahal. Best moment of 2017. Simple as that. Like AJ Styles saving SmackDown with that win. It just, yeah. AJ Styles won the World Heavyweight title over Jinder Mahal. That's it. That's it. All right, so Edan, your number 2?
My number 2. You know what? I have to do this. Stone Cold destroys the DX Express.
Oh, yes. I remember that one. That was absolutely crazy. All right, so from my number 1, the Stone Cold Beer Bath, Attitude Era, the Raw before WrestleMania 15. That was absolutely funny as hell. Like Stone Cold, like just spraying beer all over the McMahons and The Rock. Like that was so funny. And Jerry Lawler accompanied that with his commentary. Like it was just so funny. Like I don't know why, but this came rushing into my head. I watched that moment over and over and over again, and it was one of the best moments of Monday Night Raw ever. All right, so Edan, you're number 1.
That's a hard one, guys. Now, I was going to go with Chris Jericho's debut,
Oh, Chris Jericho's debut. I remember that.
but I don't know, man. Whoa, guys. I was going to go with Nexus as well. I was going to go with the Wedding Crashers. Leigh. My number 1 moment is Seth freaking Rollins turning on the Shield.
Wow.
Has to be. I'm sorry, man. It has to be. That was shocking to me. I didn't expect it. And I loved every minute of it.
I cannot agree more. Like that moment with Seth Rollins turning on the Shield, like it was one of the most shocking moments in WWE history.
So, guys, that was our last podcast of the year. We have to do a big intro. So, guys,
2Sweet
Bullet Club for life.
Thank you for a great year, people, and we'll see you next year.
Y'all ready for this?